Rain lashed against the cafe windows, blurring the outside world. Lily huddled deeper into her chair, her book forgotten. She was a creature of habit, seeking refuge in the familiar warmth of the corner cafe. Tonight, however, the usual comfort felt different. A charged energy crackled in the air, unsettling yet exhilarating. Her gaze drifted towards the source, a man who had just entered, his presence commanding attention. Tall, with broad shoulders and an aura of quiet power, he moved with a grace that belied his imposing physique. His face, a perfect sculpture of hard lines and shadowed angles, was strikingly handsome. But it was his eyes that captivated Lily, a deep, mesmerizing blue that seemed to see right through her. He settled at a table by the window, his back to her, effectively shutting out the world. Lily couldn't help but steal glances, intrigued and inexplicably drawn to the air of danger and mystery that clung to him like a second skin. Who was this man who could command such attention with a mere glance? The question lingered in the air, as persistent as the rhythmic drumming of rain against the window panes. She chided herself for her curiosity. He was like a creature from a different world, a world of power and privilege, a far cry from her own simple life. Yet she couldn't deny the flutter in her stomach every time their eyes met, brief and fleeting though the moments were. Days turned into a week, and the stranger became a fixture in Lily's life, albeit a silent one. He came and went like a phantom, always occupying the same table, his presence both comforting and unsettling. She learned from overheard snippets of conversation that his name was Julian, and he was a man of considerable wealth and influence. The whispers about him were a mixture of awe and apprehension, painting a picture of a man who was as ruthless in business as he was captivating in person. One evening, as Lily was gathering her things to leave, Julian approached her. His voice when he spoke was deep and resonant, sending shivers down her spine. He invited her to join him for a drink, his blue eyes holding hers with an intensity that stole her breath away. Lily hesitated, every fiber of her being screaming at her to refuse. He was too dangerous, too compelling. Yet she found herself nodding, powerless to resist the magnetic pull of his presence. As they talked, Lily discovered a sharp intellect and unexpected humor beneath his cool exterior. He spoke of art, music, and literature with a passion that surprised her. For the first time, Lily saw a glimpse of the man beneath the carefully constructed facade, and what she saw both intrigued and terrified her. The hours flew by, and as the cafe prepared to close, Julian offered to walk her home. She accepted, knowing full well that she was stepping into uncharted territory, her heart pounding with a mixture of fear and anticipation. Walking through the deserted streets with Julian by her side was both exhilarating and terrifying. His mere presence seemed to amplify everything around her, from the rhythmic click of their footsteps to the distant wail of a siren. He didn't touch her, but Lily could feel the heat of his body beside hers, a tangible reminder of the raw power he possessed. As they reached her apartment building, Julian turned to face her, his expression unreadable in the dim light. "I want to see you again," he stated, his voice low and husky, leaving no room for argument. Lily knew she should refuse. He was everything she should avoid. Older, experienced, a force of nature she couldn't hope to control. Yet the thought of saying no brought with it a sharp pang of disappointment that surprised her. I don't know," she stammered, her voice a mere whisper against the silence of the night. Julian smiled then, a slow, predatory curve of his lips that sent shivers down her spine. "Don't overthink it, Lily," he murmured, his voice a caress against her skin. "Just say yes." And with those two simple words, he stripped away all her defenses, leaving her bare and vulnerable before him. "Yes," she breathed, the word escaping her lips before she could stop it. It was a whisper, a plea, a surrender. In that single word, she acknowledged the undeniable attraction that crackled between them, an attraction that threatened to consume her whole. The weeks that followed were a whirlwind of stolen moments and hidden desires. Julian swept Lily off her feet, taking her to exclusive restaurants, private art galleries, and hidden corners of the city she never knew existed. He showered her with gifts, exquisite jewelry, designer clothes, and rare books, each one a tangible reminder of the gulf that separated their worlds. But it was his lovemaking that truly captivated her. Passionate, demanding, and undeniably possessive, he made her feel things she never thought possible. He explored her body with a reverence that bordered on worship, awakening within her a sensuality she never knew she possessed. In his arms, she was no longer the shy, unassuming girl but a goddess, desired and adored. Yet, for all the pleasure they shared, there was an undercurrent of darkness to their relationship. Julian was a man of shadows, his past a mystery he refused to share. Lily knew he had enemies, dangerous men who whispered his name with a mixture of fear and respect. She caught glimpses of his ruthlessness, the cold, calculating glint in his eyes that reminded her that beneath the charming exterior lay a heart capable of great darkness. And as the days turned into weeks, Lily found herself questioning everything. Was this love, or was it something far more dangerous? An obsession, a game to a man who had everything and desired nothing more than a fleeting distraction. The questions plagued her, casting a shadow over their stolen moments of happiness.